Greetings in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. My name is Sipo Rams. Welcome to our online stream, and then this is our morning devotion. It's a great day to be sharing the word of the Lord with you today. Let me come with me to the book of Matthew, chapter 8. I'm going to read from verse 23. The Bible says, Then he got, meaning Jesus, he got into the boat, and his disciples followed him. Suddenly, a furious storm came up on the lake, so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. Just take note of that. Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, Lord, save us. We are going to drown. He replied, You of little faith, why are you so afraid? Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. Then the men were amazed and asked, What kind of man is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him. Let me draw your attention today to a man called Noah. The Bible says that he stayed in the boat for 150 days, and he waited for 7 days, and he waited for more 7 days. Now, in the middle of the boat, in the midst of the storm, when the waters were rising, we don't hear God, we don't see God talking to Noah or giving him instruction on how to behave in the middle of the storm. Now, our God has a tendency of not talking in the middle of the storm. Before the storm, he has given Noah instructions, but in the storm, when the storm was rising, when the waters were increasing, God was not saying anything to Noah. For 150 days, God said nothing. In Genesis chapter 8, verse 1, the Bible says, God remembered Noah. Did God forget? I don't think so. But just God remembered Noah. But something which is an amazing thing, in the silence of God, there's a faith that kept Noah in the boat. And this wonderful morning, I want us to focus on our faith, that our faith will keep us. Our faith will continue to keep us in the middle of the storm. We are confronted with COVID-19, something that even the doctors say they've never heard of, they've never seen its behavior and its condition. But the very same storm that we are confronted with, we are going to confront it through faith. Now, where we have read, I want to submit to you few pointers of the passage that we have read this morning. And I want to say to you, no amount of sudden things should shake your faith down. If there's anything in the midst of a normal life, all of a sudden the condition changes. The Bible says that Jesus and his disciples were moving, and in the boat. We know that Jesus Christ has been moving most of the time. But in this case, all of a sudden, there was a condition that changed their circumstance. All of a sudden, the storm came. And now I want to submit to you that whatever sudden that comes to your life should never shake your faith. You should not be afraid because the conditions that were normal, all of a sudden it took a different shape. I want to also submit to you that no aggravated storm should shake your faith. Storms differ. You might be confronted with different things on day-to-day basis, and then the storm was shaking their boat. The Bible says that even as it was shaking their boat, they were not supposed to be having fear in them. When Jesus Christ was coming the storm, he said to them, You of little faith. No amount of storm should shake our faith. As we are confronted with this COVID-19, I pray that we may have faith. Our faith should not be deterred by the things that we see, nor the things that we hear. For the Bible says we do not walk by sight, but we walk by faith. In Mark, Jesus Christ says, have faith in God, and whatever whatever you believe in, you can say to this mountain, move to the sea, and it will be sea. As we are going through this lockdown, brothers and sisters and partners, I want to say to you, our faith will keep us. It is going to be faith that will keep us until we see the light of the day. The whole world, whatever numbers of things we hear, though we hear the aggravated storms of numbers, though we hear the reports of the journalists, we should not be deterred. Our faith is going to keep us. Continue to be together in your family as you are locked down. Wash your hands, and may the Lord bless you until we meet again. Bye.